be writing fiction today if it weren't for you, Mr. Bradbury. My best friend and I are going to Salem 2009 for the homecoming this year. If nobody else is going to be there, we are going to be. We're going to be going for a week, and we're going to be celebrating just like in From the Dust Returned. Thank you.
And Ray Bradbury's great aunt, 8 times removed, was Mary Bradbury, tried and convicted during the Salem witch trials.
Yes. Mr. Bradbury, when you turn 100, where do you want the world to be when that happens?
I plan to be buried on Mars. I want to make a point now. Internet people called me 2 months ago. They wanted to put a novel of mine on the internet, publish it there. And I said to them, listen up, to hell with you. So I'm not going to burn books, I'm going to burn the internet.
Yes, question. Mr. Gregory, I'm a big fan of yours. You've influenced me in many ways, and you got me into a lot of different science fiction. And I have my father's copy of The Illustrated Man here with me, and I love the entire book, but there was one point in one story that really bothered me. Why in The Last Night of the World did you put a date in there? It was October 19th, 1969.
Wow. Specificity.
You had a specific date on one of your stories from The Illustrated Man, The Last Night of the World. Why did you have a specific date of 1969 for that particular story? Last Night of the World, wasn't it?
Correct.
The Last Night of the World. You had a specific date in there, month and day and year. You remember why you did that?
Because I was engaged. I wasn't married yet, I was engaged. And my wife, my future wife, and I worried about the future. And I remember we were experimenting with the atom bomb and a weight talk at that time. And I thought, what if the world catches fire and the whole world burns instead of just an weight talk? And that inspired that story. Back in 1946 sometime, roughly. So I wrote the story to get my fear out. Because I thought, what if when I go to bed tonight with my fiancée, we never wake up? It's a terrible thing. It didn't happen, and thank God for that, because we're left here now. We're going to go back to the moon, we're going to Mars, and we're going to Alpha Centauri. We have a future. Thank you.
Mr. Bradbury, thank you for making it again. It's my 6th panel with you here. My question is fairly simple. Do you think we live in a utopia, as you described on the night of the moon landing, or a dystopia, as you described in Fahrenheit 451?
I was asking if we live in a utopia, as you indicated when you were discussing the landing on the moon, or a dystopia.
No, it's not a dystopia. No, it's the future. If we go back, we should never have left. It's been 40 years, and we've been waiting to go back, and now, in the next few years, we've got to go back to the moon and make a real established moon base there, and go to Mars, and populate Mars. And then, when we have enough people on Mars, when we are really the Martians, then we move further out in the universe. There's no dystopia as long as we promise the future and we're not kidding ourselves. There's no dystopia, no.